Good evening. My name is Jessie, and I'm going to talk about communication and technology. And after evaluating a typical day in the life of my communication, I've come up with some answers to the questions that you have for me. Because I'm a banker, I communicate more using technology. And I guess because of my age, probably, I use a lot of technology as well. I love technology. I'm all about the changes and upgrades and new and upcoming technology that we have available to us. I find all kinds of technology um, and different outlets to be very helpful. The mode of communication that I find to be most effective is through my cell phone. Text messaging, calls. I have access to everything on my cell phone. So I find that to be the most effective. Um, at work, I find my instant messenger, my Skype, business Skype, to be the most effective there because I'm able to communicate with all of my coworkers, whether they're in my building or in different departments. I'm able to respond and talk to them instantaneously, so I find that to be very effective as well. I think having technology definitely makes things easier. Um, I feel like I'm able to communicate more effectively using technology, especially new technology. I know that years ago in banking, we didn't have Skype Messenger or even great email access. I started in 2005, and back then we just didn't have that technology. We had email, but it was slow and it wasn't as effective as it is now. I find that texting is way easier in communication with everybody that I know. We're able to text and respond immediately, whereas you can't always pick up the phone. I know my boys are 12 and 10, and they're able to text me. While they don't have cell phone service because they're not allowed because they're too young, they do have Wi-Fi service. So when they're home from school or with their father, they're able to text me and let me know what's going on. And that makes a huge difference in our lives. It lets us communicate much easier. I think my life would change dramatically if I didn't have communication, if things were swapped. If I didn't have access to text messaging or to my cell phone or to instant messaging at work, life would definitely change. It would be like going back in the old days where you had to rely on somebody to actually pick up the phone or face-to-face communication. You couldn't get a message through immediately, and that's what I love, is being able to have that instant gratification of getting something through immediately. Um, I think the use of technology really affects the mediation of my relationships because it makes things greater. It gives us more outlets to be able to communicate and talk. It gives us more ability to answer a question right away. If we, say with a friend, have even a disagreement, we're able to get through it right then, and we don't have to wait until we see each other again and let things fester and get worse. If there's an emergency, we're able to communicate immediately and talk to our loved ones and our family. So I think that technology